Hi, and welcome to Seven Churches. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Pretty serious thing, and it includes a lot of possibilities and bad things. Leviticus 19:11 says, "You shall not steal, nor deal falsely, nor lie to one another." This is the way some people treat other people. You shall not swear falsely by my name. That goes back to the third commandment. So as to profane the name of the Lord. I am the Lord. And Leviticus 19:13 says, "You shall not oppress your neighbor, nor rob him, going after him. The wages of the hired man are not to remain with you all night until morning. Pay him on the spot." Who knows what you could do with that money in the meantime? You shall not curse a deaf man. Obviously, nor place a stumbling block before the blind. And yet these things go on and on and on all the time, in all ages, in all places. And God comes back with the answer, "You shall revere your God. Again, I am the Lord. You shall not bear a false report or join in your hand with a wicked man to be a malicious witness. You shall not follow aside in doing evil." Here, cons another person into doing this and become a malicious witness, to testify, to turn aside after a multitude in order to pervert justice. Pretty serious stuff here, and very harmful to the righteous. He says, "Nor shall you be partial to the poor man in his dispute." Honesty. Not going out and talking about other people behind their backs, or even in front of them. "You shall meet your enemy's ox, or his donkey. You shall surely return it to him, even if it's your enemy's. You can take what's not yours. If you see the donkey of anyone who hates you lying helpless under its load, can't move, he's stuck there," he said, "you shall refrain from leaving it to him, get the load off him, and you shall release it to him, because he is doing a terrible thing to even his animal, somebody else's even." He says, "You shall not pervert the justice due to your needy brother in his dispute," taking his side again, getting conned into it. "Keep far," it says, "from a false charge. Do not kill the innocent or the righteous." And then God says, "For I will not acquit the guilty." He's done it. He will pay for it. "A single witness shall not rise up against a man on account of iniquity or any sin that he has committed. On the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses shall be confirmed. If the malicious witness rises up against the man to accuse him of wrongdoing, then both men who have the dispute shall stand before the Lord, before the priests, before the judges, who will be in office in those days. The judges shall investigate thoroughly. If the witness is a false witness and he has accused his brother falsely, then you shall do to him just as he intended to do to his brother." Got what he gave. "Thus you shall purge evil from among you. The rest will hear and be afraid. Thus you will show no pity. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth." Deuteronomy goes on to say, interestingly, says, this man charges her with a shameful deed and publicly defamed her He said, I took this woman, but when I came near her, I did not find her as a virgin. Oh. Then the girl's father and mother shall take and bring evidence of the girl's virginity to the elders of the city at the gate. Blood from being a virgin, not being pregnant or anything. The girl's father shall say to the elders, he turned to them. He turned against her. And behold, he has charged her with shameful deeds, and I did not find your daughter a virgin. But this is the evidence of the daughter's virginity, as we just said. And they shall spread the garment before the elders of the city. And so the elders of the city shall take the man and chastise him, and fine him 100 shekels of silver, and give it to the girl's father, because he publicly defamed the Virgin of Israel. And she shall remain his wife. He cannot divorce her. 100 shekels. God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Don't mess with this. He blessed them, and he said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the sky, and every living thing that moves on the earth. You shall not, no matter what, take and be a false witness against your neighbor. Amen. Thank you for watching and listening.